Assalamu alaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I hope you all are fine.
Yes,
sir. I'm also fine. Okay, well, our today's topic is preparing common salts, and I would like to first ask you, what do you understand from this term, preparing common salts? Yes, Mr.
Sir, making salts.
Okay, baking salts. Some of the common salts
Yeah.
you can prepare in the lab or in the
Sir.
chemistry lab, most precisely.
Sir, NaCl.
Yes, NaCl is the salt. Okay. Yes, Mr.
Sir, how to make a salt?
Okay.
Sir, making salts by hydrochloric acid, metals and acids.
That's great. Yes, Mr. Wali.
A most common example of a salt is sodium chloride.
Yeah, you are right.
Sir, the making of salt from different chemical reactions.
Okay. So well, you all are aware from this term, and this is very common term. Okay. First of all, I would like to share the objectives of today's lesson. After completing this lesson, you can understand all the following points like
Sir, can I read these points?
Oh yes, please.
Students will be able to understand preparation of some common salts, describe the process of salt preparation, examples zinc chloride and calcium chloride, word equation and symbol equations, understand the reactions between acids and metals, acid and metal carbonates, filtration. Fluted paper is better than simple filtered paper for filtration, crystallization and evaporation, and lab protocols.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashok. Okay, so let's start our today's lesson with the methods of formation of salts and the process involved. Okay, in your textbook or in your syllabus, there are two common methods. The first one is reaction of acid with a metal, and the second one is reaction of acid with metal carbonate. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. During the first reaction, what will happen? That's written in this slide over there. Okay, well, it's whenever an acid is made to react with a metal, a salt and hydrogen gas is produced. This is the first type of reaction. Yeah, Mr. Ashok?
Sir, what's the difference between a metal and a metal carbonate?
Okay, I will explain it after completing these two reactions. Okay, so the first reaction was like when we will react an acid with a metal, there will be the production of salt and a gas that is called hydrogen gas. And the second reaction is like whenever yes. Examples are given on the next slide, my dear students. Okay, please wait for that. Okay, reaction of acid with metal carbonate. Whenever an acid is made to react with a metal carbonate, there will be a different product. Why there will be a different product? Because we have two different reactants now. Although it is an acid, but the other reactant is changed, and that is metal carbonate. In the first reaction, we were using like acid and metal, and in this reaction, we are using acid and metal carbonate. In this reaction, whenever an acid is made to react with a metal carbonate, a salt, carbon dioxide gas, and water is produced. We have a general equation for this reaction, and the general equation is like whenever an acid is combined or is made to react with this metal carbonate, we will have a salt and carbon dioxide gas along with the production of water. Any question from this slide? Yes, Mr. Musa.
Sir, I have to ask, is there any difference between metal and metal carbonate?
Yeah, there is a difference between the metal and metal carbonate. Like, if we have a pure metal, like you can say sodium metal or potassium metal or any of the metal, that is called only simple metal. And if we have a metal like sodium and a combined carbonate with it like CO3.
Yes, sir.
CO3 the valency of CO3 is 2 minus and the valency of sodium is plus 1. So we have to take 2 times sodium here. It will then be neutral compound. So if we take 2 sodium, then it will become like plus 2. And CO3 is already 2 minus, so now it's a neutral compound, and this is the formula of sodium carbonate. If we remove this carbonate, this is a metal, and if a CO3 is added to this metal, it will be a metal carbonate. You got it?
And during the reaction, the metal will react with the acid and form a salt, and the carbon dioxide that is combined with the metal will release in the atmosphere.
Okay. Yes, you are right. Yes, Ashwin.
Is there any word equation of this?
Yes, we have word equation and symbol equation as well, and that is on the next slide.
Where does water come from in this reaction?
Okay, I will explain on the next slide because there are particular reactants available, so we will explain that. Okay, moving to the next slide, and that is a particular example for the two reactions we have already discussed. Anyone of you who would like to explain the previous slide? Yes, Mr. Ashok.
Sir, in the previous slide, we have read that like how salts are formed, and there are two ways to form a salt: red acid with metal,
Okay.
and the products will be like salt. And if we react the metal with the metal, if we react this acid with the metal carbonate, we will have water, carbon dioxide, and salt.
Okay, that's great. Now we have particular example for the two reactions we have discussed in the previous slide.
Right.
The two reactions involved in the formation of salt are like the reaction of acid with metal. Okay, here is the word equation. If I combine or if I made a zinc metal to react, if I made zinc metal to react with HCl. What is HCl?
Hydrochloric acid.
That's great. This is an ethyl and this is a metal. This is a particular example of this reaction. So, what will be the product? Anyone of you?
Sir,
Please wait.
Sir,
Yeah, you.
Sir.
Other than you all. I would like to ask Mr. Abdul Al-Nabi. Please tell us. What would be the product of this reaction?
zinc chloride.
That's great. Do you know the formula of zinc chloride?
Zinc chloride plus.
Do you know the formula of zinc chloride? Zinc
Sir,
chloride.
Sir,
ZnCl2.
Please read the heading. What is written over there?
Formation of ZnCl2 and CaCl2.
Formation of
Formation of ZnCl2.
ZnCl2.
And
Dear student, this is the formula of zinc chloride. You got it?
Yes.
This is the formula of zinc chloride. Okay. Now, zinc chloride is formed. It's like ZnCl2. And what is the next product? Hydrogen gas will be released from this reaction. Now, can you tell me, is this a balanced equation?
Sir, it is not a balanced equation because there will be two molecules of HCl because there is two molecules of chlorine and two molecules of hydrogen.
Great. Clap for Mr. Thank you so much. You're right. There will be 2 moles of HCl and 1 mole of zinc metal.
Yes, sir.
When both of these will react with each other, 1 mole of zinc chloride will be formed and 1 mole of hydrogen gas will be released. This is a particular symbol equation for this reaction. Yes, Mr. Ahmed, what is the sorry? Okay. Actually, mole represents the amount of mole represents the amount of a particular substance. Amount of a particular substance. Now look at it. If we have one molecule like HCl, this is the amount of HCl, and if we have 2 molecules and this is a different amount of HCl. Actually, we can also explain it like this. This is actually beyond the scope of grade 8, but I will explain this question. My dear students, when you will look at your periodic table for hydrogen, there will be 1 gram per mole atomic mass.
Yes.
Okay, and if we look for chlorine, there will be 35.5 gram per mole atomic mass.
Yes.
Because in this reaction we have both hydrogen and chlorine atoms, so we have to combine the atomic masses of both of these atoms. Okay, the answer will be like 36.5 gram per mole. Okay, now if I use a single molecule of HCl,
Yes.
we will have 36.5 gram per mole.
Yes, sir.
This is the actually amount, and this is actually the moles you can see. Now, if I use 2 moles for this particular HCl molecule in this reaction, and we have to balance this reaction, so we will use 2 moles actually. So, what will be the amount used?
Sir, multiply with
72
Yeah,
grams.
right.
72 grams.
We will add it.
Actually, 73.
73. Oh,
73 gram per mole. This is the actual amount we are using in this reaction.
Yes.
So, this is actually it is representing the number of 2 moles of HCl in this reaction. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Moving towards the word equation, you have to write the names of the reactants and products involved in this particular reaction.
Instead
Like
of symbol.
hydrochloric acid is there and zinc is there. After reaction, we will have zinc chloride
plus
and
hydrogen.
hydrogen gas is also there. And it is representing chemical equation, and this is your word equation. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, going towards the next reaction, my dear students, that reaction is between the ethyl and metal carbonate. We have already discussed
Sir,
this.
one question. Sir, is a calcium metal?
Yeah, calcium is a metal. Okay, calcium is a metal. Okay, now moving towards a particular example for this reaction, like if we use an acid like HCl. Dear students, do you know any other acid other than this HCl? Do you know the name of any other acid except HCl?
Sulfuric acid.
Sulfuric acid.
Okay.
Nitric acid.
Nitric acid. Do you know the formulas of these 2 acids?
SO4 for sulfuric acid.
And nitric acid.
SHSO4.
Okay, HNO3. This is called nitric acid. And
SO4.
H2SO4. This is called sulfuric acid. And HCl is the hydrochloric acid. Dear students, one most important thing is hydrogen is common in all the acids.
Yes.
Hydrogen is common in all the acids. So acids will have hydrogen as a important part or complementary
And
part.
sir, in every reaction, which contains acid, will release hydrogen.
Exactly.
Sir,
Yes,
Sir,
Mr.
every acid have different moles.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Different moles of same.
Different moles.
The number of moles depend upon a particular reaction. Okay.
Yes.
In certain reactions, we can use 1 mole of HCl. We have already listened that we have used 2 moles of HCl, and I would like to give you the example where we use 1 mole of HCl. Dear students, if we use sodium metal and HCl, then we will get NaCl and
Plus
hydrogen gas. But here it will be half mole of hydrogen gas.
Yes, sir.
Why it is half mole? Because in this reaction,
Sir, can you write 0.5 instead of 1 over 2?
yes you can. But we have to write a particular, a particular number instead of point number 0. Yeah. Okay. This is a reaction in which we are using only 1 mole of HCl. You got it? Okay. Moving towards the next reaction, my dear students. We have hydrochloric acid and calcium carbonate.
Yes.
Dear students, can you tell me, have you seen calcium carbonate in your daily life?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, excuse me, sir.
Mr. Please tell me.
Sir.
You have not seen?
Excuse me,
I
sir.
have
Excuse me,
said
sir.
marble.
Sir, please.
Marble, exactly. Marble chips are actually calcium carbonate. Chalk is also calcium carbonate. Okay, dear students, in this word equation, we have written like hydrochloric acid is made to react with calcium carbonate, and the product salt calcium chloride is produced, and carbon dioxide gas will be released, and water will also be there. The particular chemical equation for this reaction is HCl plus CaCl3. CaCl3 is representing calcium carbonate, and calcium chloride is being represented by CaCl2, and carbon dioxide gas is CO2, and water is HO. Yes, Mr. Malik.
Sir, can we write hydroxide instead of water?
Hydroxide. Dear student, hydroxide is like OH. This is hydroxide ion. It has one hydrogen less than water.
Sir,
Okay.
there is water in this reaction because hydrogen is released from hydrochloric acid and oxygen is released from calcium carbonate.
Exactly.
Which made a water molecule, and
Yeah.
carbon dioxide is released from the calcium carbonate. There's 3 molecules of carbon.
You're right. Three atoms of oxygen.
Okay.
3 atoms of oxygen. Okay. Moving towards the next slide. Any question from this slide, my dear
Sir,
students?
but we have to balance the chemical equation of acid with metal carbon.
Yeah. Can you please tell me the equation written in this slide is balanced or not?
It is balanced.
No, sir.
No, sir, it is not.
HCl.
It is not. Sir,
No,
do it, sir.
Yeah, it is
Do it.
not, because there are 2 atoms of chlorine and we have to use 2 moles of HCl. Okay, that's great. Moving towards the next slide, dear students. If we have formed salts and some of the metal or metal carbonate remains unreacted, so we have to filter that out from our solution. As you know, the complete procedure of filtration, we can use a filter funnel and we can use a filter paper, and here is a conical flask, and the solution which contains unreacted metal or metal carbonate will be poured on the
liquid that
filter
passes
paper.
through the filter paper is called filtrate, that is
That is called as filtrate, and the substance that remains over
Is
the filter
residue.
paper, that
Residue.
is residue. That's great. Okay, I have also told you about the fluted filter paper, dear students, and I have also guided you. Let me explain first. I have also told you the folding of fluted filter paper, and I have also told you the, I have also told you the folding of simple filter paper. We will do that in our lab, and lab will be conducted after the explanation of the topic. Okay, we will go there and I will explain that over there. After filtering the solution, we will separate the unreacted metal and unreacted calcium carbonate from the solution, and then we will have a clear solution or clear filtrate without any unreactive metal or calcium carbonate. Okay, then if we have to extract the salts out of the solution, we will go for evaporation and crystallization, followed by crystallization.
Can I explain?
Yeah, please explain it.
Sir, first of all, we have to heat up the solution, and then we will left it to cool. When it will resume the room temperature, so the evaporation will take place. The time will come and all the solvent will be evaporated, and the pure crystals of the salt will be formed.
Okay, this is very simple. This is very simple method. What you have to do is that just put your solution over a flame
Sir,
and then wait for cooling down or wait for the evaporation of the liquid material in that particular solution,
after
and then
concentration it would be forming crystals.
exactly.
But we have not heat at the too much temperature on the less layer. Yes, sir?
Yeah, we have to wait for the formation of simple crystals in the solution, and then we can pull that out at the room temperature and wait for the evaporation of rest of the solvent from your solution, and then you can draw your crystals between the fold of tissue paper. I already explained it to you. Okay, well, boys, after completing these slides, we'll go to the lab, and then you have to follow the lab protocols. Okay? Any one of you, please.
Sir, we have to follow lab precautions like wearing safety goggles and lab suits, and we have to protect our body from dangerous chemicals.
Excuse me, sir, can I follow you?
Yes, Mr.
Lab protocols. In the lab, wear safety gear like goggles and gloves. Follow instructions carefully. Keep your workspace tidy and handle chemical with care. If there is a spill or accident, tell your teacher to do.
That's great. We have to follow all these instructions. And then, now we will proceed towards the lab, and then we will do our rest of the experiment over there. Thank you so much, dear students. Okay, dear students, welcome to the lab. Now, what we have studied, we will perform here for the formation of salts. Okay, we have calcium carbonate here, we have zinc metal here, we have hydrochloric acid, HCl, we have some beakers and filtering apparatus, and Bunsen burner along with some gloves and all that we needed for the preparation of the salts. Okay, let's start our experiment without any delay. I will add some amount of HCl acid in this beaker.
Sir, is it dangerous?
Yeah, exactly. I have added some of the amount of HCl in the beaker. Now I would like to add zinc metal in this acid.
The zinc is also harmful.
Okay. Yeah, you are right. Please start observing the solution.
Sir, bubbles are starting.
And sir, hydrogen is releasing.
Yeah, hydrogen gas is being produced in this
Color is
solution
also changing.
because
Sir,
of
it has
this
changed.
zinc metal.
Sir, it's like it's forming a
Sir,
salt.
the reaction
Okay,
is causing
let's stir this solution. Why I'm stirring?
Sir,
To make it faster rate of reaction.
To increase the rate of reaction. That's great.
And sir, it's
I would like to add some more amount of zinc metal, and I will observe whether the reaction is taking place or not, because we have to do this till the end of the reaction. Okay?
No, sir, no
Now the
reaction.
reaction is not taking place, so we cannot add more zinc metal. Now I would like you to observe some of the metal settle down beneath the solution. Please observe some of the matter is settled down under the solution.
Yes, sir.
This is unreacted metal, zinc metal. I would like to filter this and then we will get a clear solution without the unreacted zinc metal. Okay. Dear student, this is the simple folding of filter paper. What I have done is that this is filter paper.
Yes, sir.
The first fold, first half fold,
Yes, sir.
and the second half fold. This is simple folding of a filter paper. But now,
The filtration takes a lot
I
of
would-
time
Sir,
by using this filter.
exactly, by using this,
from the side.
there is a proper method to use this filter paper. Boys, now I have another folding of filter paper. Dear student, this is called fluted filter paper. Actually, what is the difference between these two? This simple folding will not increase the rate of filtration.
Because the fibers, the hollow fibers are tiny in this.
Sir, that passing after filtration.
Dear, there is only one channel in this filter paper. What is that channel? That is the only central channel to filter out the solution.
And sir, in the
And dear student, please wait. This is the simple one channel from which the solution will filter out. But in this filter paper, we have multiple channels to go for the filtration.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes.
So the rate of filtration will increase
faster.
through by using this fluted filter paper. Okay, we will observe it physically as well. Okay, first we will use
So why
this one
are you using this one?
because we have to observe the difference. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I would like to pour the solution.
And sir,
Or filter
the
paper?
solution will filter out it.
Yeah. Wait for the
Yes, sir. It is
filtration to take place.
But how much time this can take?
It may take
2 to
15
3
minutes.
hours.
No, it's too much time. Okay, now go for the other reaction. Dear student, I would add some of the HCl in the beaker again.
And so now we will use metal carbonate.
Yeah, metal carbonate.
The second
And
way
what?
of making salt.
Sorry,
The second way of making salt.
second way of making.
Calcium carbonate.
This is calcium carbonate, and we will add some of the calcium carbonate. Let's start observing this reaction. Here we have acid,
Yes, sir.
and this is calcium carbonate. Add some amount.
Yes, sir. Bubbles are.
Bubbles are coming out.
Yes, sir.
What is this gas?
Hydrogen
dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, dear student. Hydrogen was produced in that reaction, but here carbon dioxide is being produced. Add some more
Because
calcium
we have
carbonate.
used the metal carbonate and the carbon dioxide is produced.
You can observe the reaction. Add more calcium carbonate till the reaction stops. Okay, let's stir this solution. Okay, now I would like to add some more calcium carbonate in it.
Yes, sir. Sir, it will not react.
So because
Yeah.
there is much
Reaction,
solvent in
Because this
Reaction
It's
has
a saturated
stopped.
solution. Saturated solution.
This is not actually saturated solution, but the reaction is stopped. We can see. Okay, let's stir. Now you can observe that some amount of calcium carbonate is settled down beneath the solution.
Yes, sir.
Observe it.
Yes.
Yes.
Some of the amount of calcium carbonate is settled under the solution. Okay, let's open up your fluted filter paper and then place it in the funnel. Mr. Hamza, please come here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. your fluted filter paper.
Sir, how do we use fluted filter paper?
It's difficult to open it. Yeah. Now it's ready to open.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you can observe there are different channels in this fluted filter
So we
paper.
divide the flow of the liquid.
Yeah, we have divided the flow of liquid, and please observe the rate of filtration in that solution. And now
Sir, it is
observe it is slow. Now observe the rate of filtration
It will
in
take
this
much
solution.
time.
fast.
So it will.
It should be fast because we are using what? Fluted filter paper. Okay. Let's pour it.
Sir, it is faster, very faster.
So it's much faster.
Yeah, it's much faster.
Sir, it is so
than,
much faster.
its rate is faster than this solution. This filtration. Okay. Please stop. Okay, please wait. Wait for the filtration. Okay. Let's start our Bunsen burner for the crystallization. We have filtered some amount of solution.
And so does it contain the salt?
Yeah. You will observe it.
And so now we will
What is this salt? Do you know?
stir.
Calcium chloride.
No. Calcium
Sodium
chloride.
chloride.
So this is zinc chloride, my dear students. This is zinc chloride.
Sir, because we have used the zinc metal.
Yeah, we use the zinc. Okay.
Sir, how much time will it take?
It will take only 5 minutes.
Okay.
What's it? It's
Cool down.
dangerous.
It can harm you.
Okay. Please wait for the crystallization process.
Oh wow.
Dear students, you can observe the formation of crystals.
Yes, sir.
These are the crystals.
Yes,
These
sir.
these are the salt crystals.
They're very big.
Sir, they are salt. So this is salt.
Sir, they big so.
Sir, can we treat this salt?
Please show it.
Sir,
Come
can,
forward. Please come
sir,
forward.
can you swallow this salt?
Dear,
Yeah.
these are the crystals of salt. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is actually zinc chloride salt. Okay. Same procedure can be applied to make the crystals of, calcium chloride.
Sir, can we eat this salt?
Zinc chloride.
So can we eat this salt?
We have already heated and we have evaporated the excess amount of
Water.
liquid or water. So that's all for today's lesson.
Okay, sir.
We will go for the other experiments during our next lessons. Okay? Thank you so much.